I remember my first time.
Welcome to Colonize the Ocean podcast, where we discuss oceanic colonization, exploration, and education with your hosts Adam Jewell and Brendan Traxler.
So no, this is not what you think. Or maybe it is. I mean, maybe if you know my humor, you're going to know where I'm going with this. But basically, I wanted to talk real fast about my first time scuba diving. And is one of those things where I've talked about before, but I don't know how much I've gone into detail on the very first time. And this is something I've wanted to do ever since I was a little kid. Growing up in landlocked Illinois, I draw pictures of scuba divers all the time. And it wasn't until I think I was 20 when I finally got certified. Went to a rock quarry over in Alabama here in the United States and was able to dive there. It's been a while ago, but what I do remember is specifically one element. They had some wood like platforms at different levels underwater, and they had one, I want to say it was like 30 feet underwater, maybe it was 15. I think they have them at different levels. All I remember is at one point in time we did the backward fall into water, and then I was one of the first ones, so I went down. I just laid on this platform and looked up at all the other divers up there, and it was one of those things where I'm laying there, the sun's coming through, but it's like shimmery and it's quiet. All I can hear is my regulator, and that's about it. And the pressure of the water wrapped around me, it's just like a nice hugging sensation. And all that combined, basically the euphoria of the moment, me finally scuba diving after all these years of thinking about it. But it was the utmost peace that I've ever felt in my whole entire life. And to recapture that would be amazing. But while I was laying there, I could just look up, think about everything. And even though this is a rock quarry, and that wasn't tropical fish, and it wasn't the clearest water ever, it's one of those things where it's like, I want everybody to experience this. And now living in an underwater habitat, or even just spending the night in one, you're not going to get that because, well, maybe you will. But I think a lot of it was the pressure of the water surrounded you. But what you will get is that peace, that quiet. You can be completely droned out, have everything turned off, no technology bothering you, no sounds except for the pumps in the water outside is all you're going to hear. I remember when I stayed at Jules as well, there was just the sound of that gurgling and that pump. I was running the air conditioning, but besides that, it was nice and quiet, and it was amazing sleep because of it too. So I think that, especially some people, they need the noise, they need the clutter, they need all that, but we all need to escape from time to time. And what a better way to completely isolate yourself from everything and everyone by underwater. And that alone was enough for me to know that the vision for ASC was right on with the water is our future, the underwater is our future. And the more people that we can introduce to that, and they can see that, and they can feel that and experience all that, the more people will start flocking towards the ocean, whether it is to stay underwater, whether it's to, get in a floating home, whether it's just a vacation there. I think that introducing people to the ocean is a great thing. As we've also talked before, I'm getting off my initial point here, but the more people that can see the ocean and experience the ocean and feel a connection to the ocean, the better we are at protecting that as well. So, to those out there, are you a scuba diver? Have you ever dove before? If you have you had the opportunity to stay at Jules? Or would you even want to? Either one of those. Would you want to be a scuba diver? Would you like to dive sometime? Or you just find snorkeling and staying above the water? Or Would you like to stay at Jules or another underwater habitat?